Good morning, everyone. Yesterday was Thursday. The end day is quickly coming, but anyhow, so yesterday I did go with both of the big, huge packages with manga that were pretty heavy. Like I planned to do, and posted them, so that was done. Now I have my own package that I will send after this video. But other than that, what did I do? Yeah, I had to take a shower after lifting them because it was hot outside and they were very heavy, and going up five, no, or rather first going down 5 flights of stairs, then going up 5 flights of stairs, and then go down again. Not to mention I had to do some things before that. I walked about I think it was 6,000 steps just to get those two boxes posted. Uh, and it was my arms were pretty tired at the end. But after that, taking a shower, and then I just went out. I went to Kanda, which is a city or a station just a few minutes away from Akihabara. I've been to Akiba to buy stuff earlier this week, as the things in the box, for example. But I don't like it right now. Golden Week is making it daytime full of tourists, too much tourists in Akiba, and I just go there right now for specific stuff. I don't go there to walk around or anything. I have walked around in it a couple of days before, and I also have been there quite a lot earlier. So I mean, there is not much there to just to see. Sightsee kind of, you just update how it looks once a year, kind of every visit I go there. So so I went to Kanda because I was gonna meet up with Andreas and Natsumi in Akiba. And later we were going to eat sushi. One of the things that I have left to eat on this trip that I have not had time or taken myself time to eat. I have eaten fish and I have eaten sashimi, but I haven't eaten it as a specific dish. So I had that on my list, and they like sushi roll, and sushi roll is good. And there are also a new kind of sushi roll in certain locations where they have. Before, sushi roll had kind of two conveyor belts. So kaiten sushi is a conveyor belt. You have small plates with sushi on them, and you can take plates from that, and then in the end they count your plates or something like that. But the last like 10 years, the kaiten sushi popularity has increased quite a lot, and it was cheap and popular before, but now it's been modernized year and year again. So, like a couple of years ago, there was a new place called Kura Sushi. I don't know if it was new, but it went from nowhere, never seeing it to suddenly seeing it everywhere, and also hearing from my Japanese friends that okay, what do you prefer when it goes to Kaiten Sushi? Sushi Row, this big company that also were kind of non-existent ones, or Kura Sushi, and some of them prefer Kura Sushi, and some of them prefer Sushi Row, and I like 2003 was the first time I went to Kura Sushi. Sushi Row, I actually went to the first time 2010 when it was rare and out of bounds. No of Sushi Row's places back then was in any central area whatsoever. But me and Drak, we were we lived in Kitaurawa in Saitama, and an old lady there that we knew, Miko Miguchi. she I we said we wanted to try Japanese sushi, and she said, "Oh, come with us." And our Japanese back then was very, very bad, and not to mention that her English was horrendous, so the communication was often lacking in many, many ways, and body language was more used than anything else. And she had us go with her on a train a couple of stations to some random place, and then I now believe it was Musashi Ura, and then we walked for like 20 minutes out in a neighborhood. Just looked like normal houses, nothing like that, for 20 minutes until we got to this big dark building without signs outside, and then went upstairs, and then suddenly we came into a place where there was a line, like 1 hour waiting time for this store, Sushi Row. That was the first Sushi Row I ever went to, and it was both similar and not similar to Sushi Row after that. So that was Sushi Row, the first one, and then I think 2014, Andreas, Drak, and Anna, they were going around by car in Japan, and they found the Sushiro franchises also a bit outside of town, but they had rebranded a bit, and seemed to be at least more good looking. And after that, it's been increasing. And Kura Sushi, I have never heard of it before 2023. I didn't even see it in 2019. And between those dates, Corona made it impossible to go to Japan, at least for me. And Sakura Sushi and Sushiro, the first time I heard of them and tried them out, the difference is that in Kura Sushi, you put the trays into the table, and it goes down this underneath a hidden tunnel for the plates to be immediately washed and stuff like that. There are videos on the internet that Kura Sushi have put out just to promote themselves about that. And also, every time you put down one of the plates, you get points on the screen, and that triggers a mini game, and you can win stuff because Japanese people are so focused in these play and lottery things, and so now this new kind of sushi roll they have two conveyor belts, one with just the general thing going round that you could take from there, and then they have a lower conveyor belt where if you order something on a digital tablet, which they started with a couple of years ago, then the order came on that directly to your table, which is cool. Like and before it had before they had two conveyor belts, there was just one, and if you order something to the table, it came with a lid with your room number on it. But I think people could just take it if they wanted to, and you could miss it and stuff like that. So the new system is cool, and at some places I also know that on the order conveyor belt they had like a Shinkansen tray, so it looked like a Shinkansen train coming with your food. So now the order conveyor belt is there, but they have put a big touchscreen on the upper to cover the upper one, where they have kind of a virtual digitalized conveyor belt. It's basically just advertisement for what you can order, and also every now and then they are like, oh, press on this to get more information of this or get a quiz. And it is so huge so that the booth, if you sit on each side of the table, it's quite far away the other one, but you can touch it simultaneously at both places, so it's fine. I would say that they have now beaten the only benefit of Kurasushi, because the prices are about the same. The selection is very similar. There are small differences, but Sushiro often have more collaborations for those that want food that have anime characters of different kind. And now you get a game at Kurasushi as well. No, Sushiro as well. So that was the one thing, and also usually is a bit a different decor. I mean, Sushiro has this closed-in decor, and Kurasushi has more an open kind of decor, almost like they want it to feel like you're outside. I don't know. Anyhow, we went there, we ate a bit, and after that we walked to Kanda, and in Kanda we first went to Izakaya. We passed a lot of them and tried to find izakayas with good prices and stuff. Those with good prices seemed to be full, and others had just like a happy hour. I mean, it was first day, so not really a party day per se, even though Japanese people drink all week long. I would say not a average person, but I mean the nightlife. And the drunkenness can happen at any day. Anyhow, we in the end we sat down at one place, but we missed the happy hour there as well, so it wasn't cheaper than any other place. But we got like there was when you sit down at some of these places, especially izakayas and especially places where it seems to be cheap to begin with, they sometimes have a cover fee or cover charge, which is kind of okay. You sit down at a place, then they give you something and that you don't order the first thing that happens. And if you're a foreigner and if you don't know about this and stuff, you are like, oh, free stuff, but it's not free. It's actually kind of a starting fee that they get because you just sit down, and they give this to you before you order. So this is one of the closer things to being tricked into something in Japan. I mean, I think it's an Asian kind of thing because you see this in all the Asian countries that you sit down and suddenly you have incurred debt to the place they're trying to make you stay and feel obligated to stay, and that can annoy people that don't know it. But most Japanese knows of it and they are aware of it and you can ask about it. It's not like it's a secret or something. It is not obvious and it's not apparent, and I would even say that it's gotten harder to since since you can now just take up your phone and put up Google Translate or Google Lens and just scan things and translate things. I think that many foreigners could uh, know this. Before I know that a lot of these places have these big, very inviting, like, oh, cheap things, and then there are like a cover charge in the corner. But yesterday, when I was looking for that, I didn't see a sign of cover charge anywhere or whatever name is in Japanese. I don't remember. So it is harder, I would say, but it might just be me misremembering stuff. But it still is. It's a larger challenge than before to find this, but if you just ask them, they will tell you. And since we had a Japanese person with us, and we also could ask this by ourselves, Andreas certainly could. I don't remember the name, and I wouldn't have remembered it, but I would probably ask in a way which probably would have gotten me a response. But she asked what, and it was just a little box of tuna, but tuna is misleading if you haven't eaten it in Japan. It's a vastly different thing than from Sweden or the rest of Europe, I would say. I've never been able to get this kind of quality of fish in Europe. Not that I've wanted to eat fish in most of the places, but especially when I eat sushi, meguro or maguro. Tuna is my favorite, but you can't get it anywhere. And if you order it in any other place, it's shit. It's totally shit. So yeah, but yeah, when we got that, we were prepared for that, and we got a drink and we talked about stuff, and we get got into for the like I like karaoke, and it's been too little karaoke right now, and I'm probably gonna go karaoke tonight. It depends on a friend that I'm meeting today, and then we decided to go to do 1 hour karaoke before they went back to Kawasaki where they live, and before I went back. So we did 1 hour karaoke, and then we walked back to the station, and there we had to go in the opposite directions. But yeah, it was fun. It was really fun. Karaoke is good, and now I only been to karaoke 3 times. Yes, 3 times, and I. This is one of the most frustrating things in going back home. Because the first time I tried, I really tried, I was by myself. Then I really tried to sing as good as possible, following along. But my reading skills and singing skills, as I have mentioned before, are I cannot really keep up. And so if I don't know the song too well, I and try to read the thing I don't know on the screen, which is in Japanese. I usually don't. Uh, I can't read it quick enough, and then I stutter, and then I lose the tempo, and but it's gotten better, and I could feel it mostly yesterday. Then, I mean, the first time was shit. The second time was better, but this time it felt like an improvement. And even with songs I don't know, my speed of reading hiragana and katakana is increasing, even though it's very basic. It's essential for reading Japanese things. Kanji is good, and kanji, for every kanji you know, you immediately get a lot of. I mean, the speed is. It's like if you read the text and you have kanji, you can absorb it much easier than just reading 1 syllable at a time. So I really like that my kanji vocabulary, or whatever, my kanji retention is good enough to actually have an impact. So yeah, I hope I can find a way that is stable, that increases this and keeps me at the same level when I come home. I really don't want to lose the progress I make, and I probably just have to uh, actually practice karaoke, and also as one of the thing I practice in Japanese back home. Reading, super essential. Listening, extremely essential. I have stopped lately listening to podcasts because I want to listen to the sounds of Japan the last days, and because I get so nostalgic for those sounds, and also talking. And talking, I think I will continue as soon as I come home. Even though Andreas is not there, I have Daniel and Michael, and probably some others that might be able to join. And if need be, I can throw out a shout and make. I mean, there are at least 5 or 7 Japanese people in Luleå that I know. One is even a pretty huge content creator. I don't think he has time. And if he has time, he usually makes it part of his channel. And who knows? I need to practice. I need to keep up. I need to be able to both listen and speak and form sentences quicker. And I need to keep my level I cannot afford to go down. And in just about almost exactly 2 months from today, I have the GLPT and three chicken exam in Stockholm as well. I wish to pass it. I don't think I will. I I might, because right now at this moment I feel almost a little bit more confident in my grammar skills than I did for the um, the N4, the N4 level, the previous level, and I passed N4. I did not deserve it in my mind. I had not absorbed a lot of the grammars then. Now I think I have a better understanding of it, and I might be able to do it. My biggest problem right now when I do the mock exams is my vocabulary is shit. Uh, the new advanced vocabulary, so to speak, the vocabulary more specific to this level is non-existent. I am on basic levels mostly, or niche things I do more and have a more possibility to, so to speak. Well, this video is longer than expected, but that is what happens when a ranty person rants. So now I'm gonna go to Donkey a bit, because before I can send my books, I need to fix two things that I wanted to have, and I don't want to have that in a backpack. So I'm going to go there, go back, then send these books, and then the rest of the weekend will be mostly spending time with friends. Today I meet one friend, and tomorrow I meet lots of friends, and Sunday a new friend. Uh, and other than that, it's cleaning time and stuff. I also might lose my internet today, so I might need to buy a new one, but I don't remember when my internet will go away in a few hours. So I need to be close to the apartment when that happens as well, so I can get internet quickly. Because I just want an eSIM, I don't want another, what's it called? Yeah, doesn't matter. So have a good day.